Hey friendlies, I'm Carolyn and welcome back to my RV life. I have props today because we're going to be fixing stuff and giving stuff away. I've got more headlamps to give away, so stay tuned for that. But today's video is going to be about the repairs that I made on my RV after doing some off-roading. I think about 30,000 of you went off-roading with me a couple weeks ago as I looked for an amazing camping spot outside of Blythe, California. It was near the Maria Wilderness. And I went on some pretty interesting roads, to say the least. Yeah, sometimes I treat my RV like a Jeep, but that's part of the adventure and part of the fun. And I did end up getting myself in a little bit more of a sticky situation than I normally do. I mean, I get in sticky situations. It's just kind of part of the lifestyle and part of the adventure and part of the excitement. And I caused some damage on the RV, very minimal body damage. Some trim came off and a dent in the fiberglass in the back, and today we're going to repair that. I'm going to show you what I did to repair the damage that I did going through a pretty rough road. And if you didn't see that video, be sure to click up here. I'll put a link so that you can watch that video. You might want to see it. A lot of people really lost their shit over it. And if you want to see what all the fuss was about, I highly recommend taking a look so that you can see also how I did the damage and just seeing what people got their panties in a twist over. It's kind of funny, actually. So be sure to click up here and take a look at that video. And I also feel at this point I need to do a little bit of a disclaimer because I'm getting some rumblings about, like, I'm a role model and I should be ashamed of myself and that I really need to warn people. I don't know. I think my audience is pretty intelligent. And, yeah, I know you're pretty intelligent and I know that you understand that I show you how I do things. I show you my life and that you are intelligent enough and you have the critical thinking skills to take what works for you and leave the rest, right? That I am one source out of a plethora of information and research that you can do on your own. I'm just one source. I am not here saying that I'm an expert. I'm not saying that I'm a pro. I'm not saying that you should do what I do. I don't know how many times I can say that I'm here kind of just showing you how Carolyn does it, and maybe even kind of as a cautionary tale. I'm going to show you what works, what doesn't work, and I'm going to show you just how I do things, like I said, just kind of as one source. And I hope that you can take what I give you in the spirit for what I'm giving it, and that I'm sharing my experience, that I'm not trying to say do it my way. I'm not trying to say I'm a professional or an expert in anything. And a little CYA here, I feel like, you know, I'm going to need to start maybe getting legal disclaimers that I am in no way responsible for anything that I show you in my videos. I'm showing you what I do. I'm not saying that this is what you should do, that if you do what I do, you do it at your own risk. All right? So that's just the legal BS I feel like I need to do. That following my advice, doing what I do, copying the things that I do, the places that I go, the things that I say, you do so at your own risk. Okay? Is that enough for the legal mumbo jumbo? I've covered my butt here. And next I have a giveaway. Yep, I've got more headlamps to give away. These are battery operated. The last ones I gave away were rechargeable, but these are battery operated. They take 3 AAAs. I'm going to put a link in the description so that you can check it out on Amazon through my Amazon affiliate link. And I've got 3 to give away. Stay tuned to the end to find out how you can win. But right now I need to get to work and I need to get to fixing things. This is what life looks like on the road. This is what life looks like as a nomad. Whether I live in an RV or a house, things need to be fixed. If you live in a house, you might call the plumber. Living on the road, especially the way I do, I'm going to learn how to do body repair so that I don't have to drive around with duct tape on. I'm going to do the best I can. It's not going to be perfect. It may not be the way you would do it. But let me manage your expectations here before I even begin. My goal isn't to make it look perfect. My goal isn't to make it look brand new. My goal really isn't even to fix like what it looks like. My goal is to prevent further damage by having the trim break away from the body by having a crack in the fiberglass. I am exposing the wood walls of the RV, and by exposing the wood walls, when I'm in rain or if I'm in snow, the water gets in, the wood is going to swell, it's going to get soft, it's going to start rotting away, it's going to create long-term damage. And I'm going to do it using spray foam, my power tools a little bit, and a turn-on tape and some Dicor, and we're going to get this puppy fixed up and hopefully prevent any future damage and practice for the next time I ground out going through a wash. All right, you ready to get to work? Let's get to work. All right, I'm going to tackle this first. You'll see the trim bent because I dragged on something and it pulled away from the body. You can see here that there's a wire there, and there's also some sealant over it. That's some plastic sealant. So I'm gonna just try to bend this back into shape, reattach the screws. I'm gonna cover this up. I'm gonna reseal this. I'm actually gonna do it with a turn-on tape and I think a little lap sealant, a little Dicor lap sealant. I'm gonna try to bend this back as much as I can and then screw it all back in. So again, the goal here is to prevent any further damage of the wood inside. I don't want that to rot away. First thing I have to do, I already did, peel away this trim, the inside trim covering the screw holes, and I've already done that. And now, because I need to try to straighten this out, I'm gonna pull this away. So I'm gonna take a couple more screws out, maybe up to here, and I'm gonna pull this away because I don't wanna bend it up here, and I'm gonna try to bend this back. We'll see how that works. Okay, I've taken out 3 screws, so I want to see how much it's going to pull away without bending it. Oh, that's enough. You see? Got it pulled away, and I think I have plenty down here now to try to bend. I'm going to try to bend that back. How are we going to do that? Bad. A little bit of a bow in it. That wasn't such a good idea. But maybe I can put some extra screws in there. Yeah, I can. But look at that. I have a tie seal on the bottom now, so I'm kind of happy with that. Remember, I'm not a professional. But look it. See, I'll be able to screw that back in. I'll put an extra screw hole or 2. I might even be able to hammer that in. I think I might try that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it up and put some turn-on tape on it. Carefully lift this up. Clean all the grime and road dirt off it. While I have this apart, I'm checking out the seal. Let me see. Can you see this plastic? So that's covering the corner right there. But this is going to be tight enough on it that I don't need to worry about putting sealing that back up. So, I mean, if I really wanted to, yeah, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't really want to do that today. I don't have time. I'm really just trying to fix this quickly. But you see this? It might be worthwhile to take this whole piece of trim off and reseal the whole thing. And I'll do that someday. I'm not going to do it today. Today I really just want to repair this. And since that's going to create a tight enough seal, although I might have to, yeah, I think I might Dicor that. I'll Dicor that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start down here. You can see where the seal is pretty bad and where it starts to bend. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Eternabond tape all along here to make sure that whole thing is gonna be sealed tight and waterproof. This is wider than the corner, and if I don't cut it, it's gonna come out from underneath the trim and it'll look ugly. Of course, I don't really care too much, but you know, if I can make it look a little bit better, why not? So I'm gonna kind of measure where the old mark is from where the trim was. And it looks like I need to cut it about right there. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna cut this down, I'm gonna go find a straight edge, and I'm gonna cut this down so that it's cut to size, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's cut to size. So now I'm just gonna peel off the backing, and I'm gonna go ahead and start laying it down underneath the trim. Wish me luck. Now, Eternabond tape is really hard to work with because once you put it on, you can't lift it back up. So you're gonna have to be really careful about how you lay it down, and I've already kind of got it crooked, so we're gonna see if we can get it back on track. Good, I've got that side down, nice and level, nice and flat. Now I'm gonna fold it over and seal it. I'm excited. Eternabond tape is made for roof repair, and it basically melts to whatever you put it on. Look at that. So I've got a nice seal here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and seal the bottom too. All right, I'm gonna seal that, but I don't know if it's gonna stay. It's on metal. I don't know why it wouldn't. I love this stuff. It's not cheap, but it holds forever and it's waterproof and it creates a really tight seal. It's really just really good for this. So I wanna make sure by the time I'm done, no wood is exposed. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna finish it up with some die-core. I do see some gaps in here. Let me show you. Can you see that? So there's some gaps. And even when I close it, and then I'm gonna fix that next. But where's the other gap? Yeah, the gaps, actually that's not bad. That's pretty much the only gap. And once I cover it up, yeah, I'm just gonna die-core that, I think. No, you know what? I'll put one more little piece of Eternabond on it. All right, I think that's all sealed. I don't know that I need any die-core. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna break open the die-core right now. I think that is enough. And then when I do the whole thing, take off all the trim, then I'll do die-core. But I think this is fine. So this Eternabond tape is what I held the tarp on the window with Matilda. I tried Gorilla Tape, I tried duct tape, nothing would hold that tarp on that window. This stuff, I don't know how many states, 6 months, and humidity and rain and all kinds of weather, and that tarp never came off. This stuff, I love this stuff. Eternabond tape. They should sponsor me, really. They should. All right, I'm gonna now start screwing it in. I'm thinking I might need to drill a couple extra holes, especially where I made the bow. I don't know that I could have prevented that because I don't have a lot of tools, but it's not bad. Look at that. Oh yeah, we'll get that done. We'll get her done. All right, I'm ready to screw the trim back down. make sure everything is lined up. No surprise. All right, let me just see what I can find and I'll be right back. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. And I threw them all in here, but I think, yeah, the screws I'm missing got left in that wash. So let's see what I've got in the toolbox. I'm sure I've got something. Okay, so I need something with a big head. That makes sense. Let's see. Well, I'm moving camp tomorrow, so if I have to go to the hardware store, I can. And it looks like I might have to. You know, you think with all the millions of spare... Oh, I was looking for that. I was looking for that. That goes with my, I don't know how it fell out of the bag, that goes with my solar panel tilt, which is an upcoming video. All right. Yeah, none of these are going to be big enough. So I'll see what I can do temporarily until I get to the hardware store tomorrow. Yeah, these are all too small. Ooh, unless I have a washer that'll fit. I won't, because there's that trim. Okay, I'm determined to get as much of this done as I can. I couldn't find a screw with a head that big. Where am I? I couldn't find a screw with a head that big. But I did find some about the same size. And I found this that I can use as a washer. And look at this. It fits perfectly. Although, we'll see if I can make it work temporarily. All right. Of course, I have to cut the hook off first, or the trim won't go in. Ta-da! Look at that, I have a washer. Okay, I got it all screwed down. I even drilled some holes and added some extra screws because that is bent. And some of them are loose. So the old screw holes are stripped out or whatever because of the wood underneath. So I added one, I think I added 3 extra screws and it's solid. But I do have I have a gap in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and die core it now. Super easy. Get that done. Put the strip back on and I'll be done. So you're going to want to use the non-leveling, non-sag die core. This is what you use on vertical surfaces because it's not going to gloop down. It's not going to level itself. This stuff is thicker and you can put it on a vertical surface and it's going to cover without falling off. So this is what you're going to want to use on this job. Look at that. Ta-da! That doesn't look bad at all, does it? Ha! I fixed it! Yeah, I'm not very good with the die core. But the goal was to make it not get worse, not look perfect. So I'll wait for that to dry and then I'll try to clean it up a little bit. And I covered that little crack with die core. So yeah, half of it's done already. And this one, I don't really feel like doing today. This one I'm gonna put spray foam in to fill that gap. And then I'll probably just put a Turnabond over it. Or maybe die core. I guess I could do that now. I should probably do that now while the die core is open. Okay, I'll do it now. All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold the camera while I do this. All right, no, I can't. I'll be back. And then that big crack, I filled with expandable foam. Okay, well there's the finished product. I ended up putting Dicor on it since I had open Dicor anyway, and you know, a half-empty tube. I decided to go ahead and Dicor any cracks that were still visible, and just really kind of smothered it in Dicor. It's behind the bumper, so you can barely see it. And I just kind of gobbed it on. Again, the goal was just to prevent further water damage from the wood walls that are inside. So I just gobbed it on and did the best I could to cover up any holes or any cracks or any place that water might get through. I don't know if you can even see underneath. All right, that's it. Less than $100 and a couple hours, and my rig is as good as new. Well, almost. It's good enough for me. All right. We're ready for our next adventure. And the next thing is I've got more headlamps to give away. These are battery operated. The last ones I gave away were rechargeable, but these are battery operated. They take 3 AAAs. I'm going to put a link in the description so that you can check it out on Amazon through my Amazon affiliate link. So I'm going to give 3 of these away to 3 viewers, and all you have to do to enter to win is like the video, subscribe to my channel, and put hashtag headlamp in the comments of this video only, before midnight Pacific Standard Time, March 27th, 2018. All right, you got that? Like this video. This time you don't need to share it, although I would really appreciate it if you would share my videos. Please, please share my videos, but that's not a requirement in this video. But like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and put hashtag headlamp in the comments, and you will be eligible to win. I will announce the winners in a video on Thursday, March 29th, so stay tuned. That will be the only notification the 3 winners of this contest will get, okay? All the official rules and regulations for this contest are in the description of the video, and YouTube is in no way affiliated, nor do they endorse or have anything to do with this contest. Okay, more legal mumbo jumbo. All right, thanks for hanging with me today. I hope that you learned something, or learned what not to do, or gave you just some ideas about how you might repair your own rig, or I don't know, maybe you just enjoyed watching me do silly things. I don't know. All right, thanks for hanging with me as usual. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys. You just make my life on YouTube so much easier, so much better. You make this all just so rewarding, and I can't thank you enough for all being here and supporting me, liking my videos, sharing my videos, subscribing, joining the fan club, and all your comments and all your emails. You really just help me so much and lift me up. I have the best audience. I say this all the time. You are the cream that rises to the top of the cesspool that YouTube sometimes is. So thank you all so much. I will see you soon. And in the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah.